here half hour ago.
Oh, jeez. And he's not here. What does he look like?
He's got nose, 2 eyes. I think he's got both ears still.
Okay.
Although after last Christmas he might have lost one of them in the fireworks accident.
Ooh, not good.
But I think he kept both of them. He only lost an eyebrow. If you see a man around who's much too happy for this time of year,
Alright.
tell him to come find me.
Alright, I will do. Alright, be on the lookout for Tinker. So this is Loden's Rest. This is the cemetery of Evermore. Now, fun fact, these are actual real tombstones from Europe that they bought. So yes, he moved the cemetery and left the bodies. He only moved the headstones. We don't know how that ends. Poor Carol Ann. Now this is the mausoleum. I wouldn't think that this lower part would be open for Christmas, but apparently it is. So step inside. Looks like all the vampires are gone. That's kind of disappointing. Must be all these, they repel the vampire. It's also a lot brighter. Oh, this is where they're burying dead bodies, so always be respectful and watch out for spider webs. As you can see, they're covered so that you don't have to see the gross insides. The effluvium, as I learned from watching NCIS. Now, for Americans, this is pretty creepy, but for Europeans, they're pretty used to that. There's all sorts of candles in here. It's more of those lanterns they were talking about. A fire hydrant. Now during lore, the Halloween season, that actually was a little bit more terrifying. There were actors down there playing vampires and scaring everybody. And now for everybody's favorite part, a tour through the creepy crypt. I kind of figured the top floor would be open, but not the bottom. But let's take a look. Oh, sorry, back up. Sorry, brand new to this. There's no banshee in here this time. And I did ask a friend about this statue. It definitely mimics a lot of art about Christ, but he says it's not supposed to be Christ, it's just inspired. The artist said he was inspired. You can definitely see. That door is very interesting. And there's the chest. I am not going to open it. I've seen way too many of these mythologies. It never ends well for the person who opens a chest. I really wish the detailing would show up better. I'm so sorry. And it looks like the cobwebs are still here. And there you have it. That's the crypt. Now, I did get early because I wanted to get the light, and I know it doesn't look like it, but this is great overcast for light, so That's why you're able to see so much of the outside. I figure Aurora will be lit up a lot better than Lore, but at the same time, that doesn't mean it's perfect for cameras. So I am going to take you now to the Tavern of the Crooked Lantern. Sorry, the light's getting pretty low down here. But that is a train station, and that's why they've removed the train from the official artwork for Aurora. But one day there will be a train going around here, so even though it's not officially a ride park, it might have some ride elements to it. Now this is the Tavern of the Crooked Lantern. This is where you begin all your adventures, and this is where you meet a lot of people, and this is the beginning of a lot of quests. So it's a great place to go. You can't actually buy any drinks, it's more of a showpiece, but you do get to see a few things, so we're heading over there. So this behind me is the Copper Confectionery. It's not open yet. Looks like they're gonna have some, like a traditional confectionery, baked goods and treats and whatnot, and chocolates, you know. Didn't quite make it for Aurora. Obviously, as you can see, the park is still got a little bit of ways to go, but that's okay. They are making progress. If you were here in October, you'd be amazed how much progress they have. I mean, for one, they got actual cheap groundwork, but obviously they don't want people tracking mud into all the buildings during the winter season and the snow and the rains. And also, if people are walking through the mud, they can create all sorts of divots and, you know, burrows and furrows, stuff you don't want. Hi. All right. And now we're gonna go to the Tavern of the Crooked Lantern via the Evermore Gardens. Now, this is a lot of times referred to as the Gate of Evermore. They don't actually take your ticket here, they actually take it down the ways, but oftentimes there will be a character, it's either Riley or Oren, his uncle, and they will tell you about quests. And quests are what you do here at Evermore. But let's go through. Now these are the famed statuettes that watch over Evermore Park. Now this is the Conjurer's Cove, still under construction. They're saying it's a fountain show, obviously not like World of Color caliber, excuse me, but it'll still be kind of neat. I don't think it'll be done in the next week. If you can see, now that I've shown you the stage that is Evermore and how this canvas is wonderful to paint on, you're going to be able to now see the stories and the fun that we have here at Evermore. Hopefully. I obviously am not a champion of Evermore, so I'm doing something wrong, but that's okay. The point is to have fun here. So gaze into the fire and be amazed. Do what the fire tells you to do. Oh yes, darkness of lore, I will return. I mean, let's go see Aurora. As you can see, there's a lot of detailing on the ground. I was talking earlier about the cheap asphalt, and eventually I imagine all the park's going to look like this, but right now, as I said, they don't really want mud tracked everywhere because that's a pain in the butt. Because even at Disneyland, they paved Frontierland eventually. So, and this is the backside of a ticket gate. And there's Vander's Keep. And there's the Kettle Cafe. This park is going to be very cool to visit. It's still cool right now, but I can't wait to see what it's like in the future.